Hello and welcome to Western Washington History. As the title says, this video is about the history of Sea-Tac Airport, so let's begin. The Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, or Seatac as we will call it in this video, is the airport serving most of Western Washington. It sits on 2,500 acres, a big jump from its original 906 acres, and is 14 miles from downtown Seattle. Before the airports were built, any grassy, flat place would serve as a landing strip. There were small strips set up all over Western Washington. One was Boeing Field. After the military took control of Boeing Field during World War II, King County decided to build an airport in 1944. They decided on a section of rough brushland at Bow Lake, a place between Seattle and Tacoma on Highway 99. It was the site of a small private airfield developed by Dean Spencer and George Wolfe in 1940. Dean Spencer and George Wolfe went on to fly planes in World War II, sold the property. When they came back, they opened up Spencer Aircraft Supply on Thun Field in Puyallup. The business is still going today. I don't know exactly what happened to the two men. They removed 55 homes and other buildings to build the first 4 runways and terminal that made up Sea-Tac Airport. They received $1 million from the Civil Aeronautics Division and $100,000 from the city of Tacoma to build the airport. That $100,000 came with a catch. The city of Tacoma would have its name on whatever name the airport had. Seatac opened for flights in 1946. The terminal was a Quonset hut building. The hut also housed the only restaurant at the airport, called the Pantry. In 1947, one of the worst accidents in Seatac history happened. An Alaska Airlines flight carrying 25 passengers crashed while landing in poor weather. The plane overshot the runway and slammed into an automobile on Des Moines Road. 9 were killed, including the driver of the car. Even pioneer Ezra Meeker showed up in 1948 with his wagon and ox team. The passenger terminal was not finished until 1949, and it came in at a cost of $3.2 million to build. The price for the whole airport was $11 million at that point. The terminal could handle 900 passengers an hour. Northwest Airlines and United Airlines were the first 2 airlines to fly exclusively out of Seatac, although other lines also flew out of there. Northwest Airlines started flights to Tokyo, Japan in 1949, and that gave Seatac Airport the international distinction and became Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. In 1954, Seatac had over 1 million passengers come through the airport per year. By 2017, that yearly count rose to 49.8 million passengers. In 1955, the parking lot opened with a capacity for 527 vehicles. Today, the parking garage is the second largest parking structure in the world. Today, Seatac is one of the top 10 U.S. airports, serving over 51.8 million passengers and 453,000 metric tons of air cargo per year. Now I will go through some of the historic photos. Here is that photo of the 1947 crash again. And here is the Quonset hut once more. This photo shows the landing strip being constructed in 1947. Here we have the passenger terminal being built in 1948. And Ezra Meeker coming through with his wagon, also in 1948. I'm not sure if he rode the plane or not that day, or if he just showed up. Ezra Meeker was famous for being one of the first over the Oregon Trail. He also made trips back over the Oregon Trail with these 2 ox and a wagon to promote the Oregon Trail. We will be making a video about him here in the near future. Here is a model of what the passenger terminal was going to look like before they built it, either 1947 or 1948. Here's 1948, the Northwest Airlines hangar. 1949, I believe that these 1949 photos were all shot for the opening day. This photo from 1949 shows work being done in the air traffic control tower, which at that point was just on top of the passenger terminal. Here we see more 1949 air traffic control. This also is 1949. Here we have the 1949 baggage claim area. This is a bronze plaque from opening day of 1949. And here we have a bus leaving. 1949 Sea-Tac Cafe area. 1949 construction of Northwest Airlines hangar. Here we have a photo of what the lobby waiting area looked like in 1949. Here we have the 1949 ticket counter. I'm not sure which airline this is for. The 1949 opening day celebration. Another photo of the 1949 opening day celebration. There was said to be 30,000 people in attendance. Another opening day. Here we have yet another 1949 opening day celebration. And another. 1949 Sea-Tac Airport on a linen postcard that was hand colored. Another 1949 photo. 1949 Seatac Airport dedication opening ceremonies. Here we have the ticket counter 1949 for Western Airlines. 1949 North Concourse waiting area. Here's another waiting area, 1949. 1949 waiting area South Concourse. There's another photo of 1949 waiting. 1949 waiting area. This is a 1950 photo. Another one from 1950. Another 1950. This is from somewhere in the 1950s. I'm not sure the exact year. Here is one of the menus from the 1950s. 1950s Northwest Airlines Strato Cruiser. This is a 1950s placemat from the restaurant. Here we see another view from the 1950s. Western Airlines, somewhere in the 1950s. This is 1953. 1955 air cargo. Here we see 1950 construction. They're expanding on the airport. 1960s Seatac with Mount Rainier in the background. 1960s, got a Northwest Airlines plane there, an old Shell fuel truck. 1961, another from 1961. Here we see the parking lot shuttle from 1968. This is a 1969 photo of Mayor of Seattle, Wes Uland. He's avoiding the protesters at Seatac. 1970, airport expansion is under construction. Here we see 1970 baggage search area. 1970s Flying Tiger DC-8 loading cargo. 1978 showing the parking structure that was eventually built. Here's 1981 showing the parking structure. Alaska Airlines MD-82 approaches Seatac. Here we see another one from the early 1950s. Not sure the year of this one. Probably late 60s. This one's probably also late 1960s. Unknown date. Somewhere in the 1960s. There's the parking structure in the back. Don't know the year of this one. It's early, so probably early 1950s. Thank you for watching another Western Washington history video. If you like this video, feel free to click the thumb up. If you want to see more of these videos suggested to you on YouTube, click the subscribe button. And until the next video, have a wonderful day.